What started as an idea is now ready to celebrate 10 years. 10 years of future NFL stars in our backyard. 10 years of community involvement. 10 years of lifelong memories. Syracuse and USF are ready to head to Boca Raton. We'll get you ready for the 10th edition of the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. The players to watch, the notes to impress, and the expert picks on this star-studded matchup. This is the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl countdown to kickoff.
Our thanks to the one and only JMP for that warm introduction. Welcome to the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl countdown to kickoff. I'm Keely Ferguson from ESPN 106.3.
And I'm Theo Dorsey. For the next 30 minutes, we will get you ready for the 10th annual edition of Palm Beach County's only bowl game.
And this year, we will see two new teams getting to experience the game. It will be the Bulls from USF and the Syracuse Orange, the first ever Power 5 team to take part in this game.
Yeah, they were Big East Conference foes from 2005 until 2012, a great era in college football. Now Syracuse and USF will share the football field for the first time in 7 seasons. Their journeys both end in Boca Raton, but they took very different roads to the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl game. So let's explore those, starting with the team who endured a coaching change. Cuse is playing loose coming from upstate New York to the Sunshine State. But it wasn't always like that in 2023. The Orange opened the season with 4 straight non-conference wins. The average of those victories, 34 points. But turbulence struck when Syracuse embarked on conference play. They dropped 5 straight games in the ACC. The offense was a shell of itself, scoring less than 10 points per game in that stretch. But Syracuse recovered, showing signs of life in a win over Pitt and a competitive loss against Georgia Tech. But at 5 wins, with 1 game left in the season, head coach Dino Babers was fired. In came interim coach Nunzio Campanelli, and under him, the Orange fought and won their regular season finale against Wake Forest. It was their ticket to bowl eligibility, making them the first ever ACC team to play in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl game. The question is, Thursday night, can they be the first to win it? Switching lanes, only 230 miles separate Tampa from Boca Raton. That's definitely driving distance right there. As the Bulls stampede into FAU Stadium on Thursday night to close their 2023 campaign, it's been a historic season. After winning just 1 game last year, they've won 6 games this season, marking the biggest year-over-year improvement in program history. This is the Bulls' 11th bowl appearance, but first since 2018. And just like Syracuse, the Bulls became bowl eligible by conquering Charlotte 48-14 in the regular season finale. And it was far from their only offensive explosion on the season. Behind dual-threat quarterback Byram Brown, the Bulls averaged over 30 points per game. The redshirt freshman led the way with 23 passing touchdowns and added 11 on the ground. He looks to be the next prolific quarterback performance that the Boca Bowl has been known to host. USF's road to the Boca Bowl came with plenty twists and turns, but it ends in their home state with a shot at hoisting the Boca Bowl trophy for the very first time ever.
So 10 years of bowl games has brought us to Boca Raton for 10 game days. But the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl is about more than what happens inside the lines. You see, the bowl game is a part of our community all year long, a tradition that has been in place since the beginning.
I mean, 10 years, it's amazing. I mean, anything that can last a decade and continue to grow and improve, I think it's just a testament to how strong the people involved are. The games are great to attend, but I love events like this to connect with people. Community activations are great, you know, giving back to the community, finding ways to bring the community out to enjoy the game.
That growing game brings the community to golf courses, tailgates, and empowering women's panels throughout the year. While fun is had at the events, it also is an opportunity to give back to deserving organizations throughout the community.
I think it's great. I think there's like-minded people that come together to support, like you said, a great initiative to support the community, the kids. So I think it's great. I think it's great seeing everyone here. You see the environment. It's exciting to be here.
These events provide the bowl game a chance to keep the game top of mind. Each and every event also gives those attending a different opportunity, the chance to network with fellow business leaders in the area.
I think when you see these local organizations coming together like this, coming together, Spirit of Giving, Baptist Health, the Boca Raton Bowl, etc., all these organizations supporting one another, supporting community, you know, inviting the community out here. This is just a fun time just to network, taste some great food, and socialize and network. So it's really great supporting a great cause.
In the end, the bowl game accomplishes one big goal, showing the nation why Palm Beach County is truly paradise.
Having this event here in Palm Beach County, in the city of Boca Raton, shows again how many options we have here in the state of Florida. Of course, people think our beaches. Of course, they may think our larger communities in terms of coming here. But every place in Florida, particularly right here in Palm Beach County and in Boca Raton, is just truly an exciting event.
It's a whole lot of fun, and these events will keep rolling in this week. We all know that kickoff will take place on Thursday at 8 p.m. from FAU. But these two teams, well, they'll be very busy before that. Let's spill the tea, courtesy of St. James Iced Tea. Both teams are set to arrive in Palm Beach County on Sunday, with both head coaches set to meet with the media. That's the business part. Okay, let's get to the fun. On Monday, they'll kick their feet up and enjoy a beach bash at Benny's on the Beach in Lake Worth Beach. And then the teams have the opportunity to give back on Tuesday, with each team making hospital trips to brighten up their days. And before kickoff on Thursday, they'll head to the Palm Beach County Convention Center on Wednesday. That's where it's a showstopper. Evan Cohen of ESPN Radio's Unsportsmanlike will MC the luncheon for both teams. Friend of the show here, and fans will enjoy the pep rallies and family days throughout the week as well. Evan Cohen making an appearance, Keely.
Listen, do I get a ticket? You know I love me some Evan Cohen.
Come on, we got to get front row there.
I love me some Evan Cohen because I got to talk bad about it, because this is what I do. We have that kind of brother-sister relationship.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Gotta love it.
I mean, still to come, we'll introduce you to two players who are expanding their games beyond the sport.
You are watching the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl countdown to kickoff.
To win at this game, you have to put in the work, know the game plan, and execute. At Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! We need you to do your part to help keep our community clean and green by recycling items that can and should be recycled. Learn more at swa.org/recycleright.
Receive the celebrity treatment when you fly from Palm Beach International Airport directly to LAX. Your California adventure begins with inexpensive parking and one of the fastest TSA checkpoints in the country. You'll be enjoying the Southern California sun with no layover and a stress-free airport experience. PBI is recognized as one of the top 10 airports in the nation. For your convenience, JetBlue is offering daily flights to LA starting December 15th. Palm Beach International Airport, your close and convenient airport.
A huge win today, guys, for Florida Atlantic University, as FAU Stadium will be the host of the Boca Raton Bowl beginning in December of 2014.
I know a lot of people already know where Boca Raton is, but they don't know as much about Florida Atlantic University, and hosting this game will give us an opportunity to be on that national spotlight.
You know, I tell everyone here, if we didn't get this done now, it would probably be another 12 years before we can add a bowl game, simply because that's when the college football playoff contract expires. So, you know what, our conference commissioner and his colleagues felt like this was a great opportunity
to get international attention. I mean, everyone thinks of ESPN as national, but they're all over the place. The different platforms that we're going to have mention on. Just tremendous. It's a win-win for everybody.
The Boca Raton Bowl will feature teams from the American Athletic Conference, Conference USA, and the Mid-American Conference.
We'll talk about a blast from the past. That was back in 2013 when the game was announced. That's when the Syracuse Orange will kick off on Thursday night, and they might have some famous names pulling for them. Mike Tirico, Bob Costas, and Marv Albert are just some of the big sports broadcasting names that earned their degrees from Syracuse. And early reports indicate a pair of linemen on the Orange might be joining them one day.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to week 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host here, Caleb Okechukwu.
Marlo Wax here. How y'all doing today?
Meet Caleb Okechukwu and Marlo Wax. They are the hosts of the Mob podcast, but they're more than that. You see, these two line up with the Orange defense every week. And the idea to get on the mic came from a pretty simple experience.
We were into watching just like I Am Athlete with Brandon Marshall, and now something like The Pivot. We just seen athletes come together and just talk about different things, have different conversations and stuff like that. We were just very interested into it, so we just came together.
Chasing down opposing quarterbacks, as you would imagine, is no easy task. Likewise, setting up behind a mic and on camera presents its own challenges.
Just trying not to laugh with all the cameras in your face. And like, after a loss, having to go in and do an episode, that was probably the two toughest things.
You know, nobody want to lose, and definitely with the camera people also, nobody's just in the best of mood. Mm-hmm. Just going in there and just keeping the energy up.
The duo is in season 2 of their podcast. They've balanced being student athletes while also being a part of the media world. So how does preparing for a podcast compare with preparing for game day?
It doesn't. Yeah. To me. Marlon might have a different answer, but to me it doesn't, though, because it's two different worlds. Yeah, like if I'm being honest, I feel like football, yes, I'm having fun, but there's some pressure that you can't ignore. Mm-hmm. With the podcast, I'm really just being myself, talking about things that I care about.
While neither is looking to take our jobs on air just yet, thankfully, the experience has provided great benefits to these young men.
I think it became, honestly, like a form of therapy for me. I don't like sharing some of my experiences in my life with me. I mean, with the world or with anybody for that nature. So like, you know, just being vulnerable and, you know, sharing your story and seeing how many people can relate to something you're going through or something like that they're dealing with. I think that's probably the dopest thing about the podcast, just to be able to connect with people on a different, intimate level.
We appreciate everybody. Love you guys. Shout out to that mom.
Can't wait to see the podcast following the Boca Bowl game. Maybe some good stuff from the Orange there. You know, they say if you look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, you play good. But another key element to performance, sleeping good. So ahead of the Boca Bowl, I caught up with one of the hotels that'll be housing nearly 200 athletes and staff of the Syracuse Orange ahead of the big game. Because the first time was so good, we're running it right back. Year 2 at the Hilton West Palm Beach. Glad to be back with my guy, Derek Steinauer, Director of Sales and Marketing here. And you guys are hosting the Syracuse Orange for the 10th annual RoofClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl game.
Yes, sir.
You ready to get started where my favorite spot is?
Dude, I know the pool's calling your name. Completely new pool deck, same footprint, but completely new design, new pool deck. We added some additional cabanas, lush seating around the pool. We enhanced our poolside bar, La Playa, along with our event lawns for our guests to enjoy. So we're out here where the players are going to be prepping and getting ready. This is our event lawn. We have it set up here for an evening function this evening. However, the teams will be utilizing this for a little bit of practice run. They'll be doing their meals out here. They'll also be in the meeting rooms as well. But again, not a bad place to enjoy while you're getting ready for a bowl game. So we're up here in our presidential suite. Not a bad view.
Come on. This is where you want to be at. This is it.
You got all the views of downtown. You get a chance to take a look at Rosemary Square directly for everybody to enjoy. But, you know, of the $25 million renovation we completed, we completely revamped all of our suites. We have 43 suites in the hotel, over 400 rooms. And all of our other guest rooms, soft goods refresh from top to bottom. And the exciting thing is Syracuse Orange is going to get the opportunity to come in here and enjoy this firsthand. And so there's no excuses when it comes to game day. They're going to be well rested, well fed, great place to get rejuvenated, and then it's time to perform out on the field. So.
Welcoming the Orange to Palm Beach County, Florida, and no better way to do it than right here at the Hilton West Palm Beach. Last thing I got to ask you, though.
Okay.
I mean, you're doing it big for year 2 again here. You're bringing in an ACC team for the very first time. Does that mean you guys are pulling for the Orange in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl game?
Oh, I tell you, we got South Florida in the game, But, me being from the Northeast, go Orange.
Go Orange. He said it. I didn't. Theo Dorsey here in West Palm Beach at the Hilton West Palm. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next year.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Theo, I'm jealous. You always get the good assignments. But that's okay. That's okay.
The penthouse suite.
That's okay. That's all right. All right, the Bulls or the Orange won't be the only ones picking up a victory on Thursday night. One local high school will be adding to its bank account at the game. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care will be handing out the Sports Performance of the Year. All fall long, Baptist Health awarded $500 a week to the team that shined the brightest. Social media then helped decide which team was the top performer of the month. Those 4 teams are Dr. Joaquin Garcia Girls Volleyball, Palm Beach Lakes Football, Boca Raton Christian Girls Volleyball, and Fort Pierce Westwood Football. On Thursday night, those 4 will have the opportunity to win up to an additional $15,000. That cash will greatly be appreciated, no doubt, by the winner. Of course, remember, Baptist Health Orthopedic Care.
Go where the pros go. All right. I had to get in there. You know that. You know that. Well, this game has given us some stars through the years. We'll look back on some of those big names and chat with the next coaches that are going to be looking forward to capturing the Howard Schnellenberger Trophy on Thursday night.
We'll be back with more in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl countdown to kickoff.
Hey! Hey, you! Yeah, you! We need you to do your part to help keep our community clean and green by recycling items that can and should be recycled. Learn more at swa.org/recycleright.
To win at this game, you have to put in the work, know the game plan, and execute. At Duffy's, our game is always on.
My parents up there making a hell of noise, and it was really a good environment. Definitely had me pumped up to keep it going hard. Even the smell of grass and not being turf, it was already different. So it's a real blessing to come out here and really show my talents and stuff.
The Marshall Thundering Herd weren't the only ones with big smiles on their face after the game. Bowl Executive Director Doug Mosley was also grinning ear to ear, knowing the inaugural Boca Raton Bowl is in the books.
You know, it's a gratifying night because it's the end of what's just been a great week. you know, from the sponsors, from the media, the people that bought tickets and put a great crowd in this house tonight. But, you know, all in all, what a great show by these student athletes, these teams. You know, Marshall and Northern Illinois showed up in big numbers, and I think that the first Boca Raton Bowl is a great success.
And that year one success has been followed every year since. The Marshall Thundering Herd claimed victory in that first bowl game, and since then, we've seen plenty of history made. Now, Marshall put up 52 in that first Boca Bowl, and they are one of 5 teams that have put up 50. Western Kentucky leads the way with 59 in 2021. On the defensive side, FAU in 2017 has allowed the fewest points as Akron only picked up a field goal against the Owls. They are the only team to allow single digits in a game. While Syracuse will be the first Power 5 team in the game, USF will look to make its own history. American Conference teams are 0-4 in their previous game appearances. So what do the coaches have to say about Thursday's matchup? Well, Theo, because he always gets the good assignments, caught up with the 2 head coaches. I am Matt, though. Caught up with the 2 head coaches ahead of their trips to Boca.
It's the Duffy's Coaches Corner, and we caught up with the leaders of both squads entering the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl game from totally different seats. On the side of South Florida, Alex Golish looking to stamp his first season in Tampa with the bowl victory.
For us to continue to practice and keep this thing rolling has been really, really awesome. You know, first time in 5 years that we got postseason play here in Tampa, and as we laid the foundation for year one, man, the vibes are really cool. These guys are excited. They're excited to continue to keep practicing. They're continued to keep the team together, and it's been really, really positive.
The Bulls' 6-6 record marked the greatest turnaround in program history, coming off a 1-win season. And a win Thursday would be the first winning season for the program since 2018.
What was cool was you knew going into that last game what you were playing for, and so it was simple. Go win and you get to keep playing. And so I thought our guys, 1, had an incredible mindset to go do it, but 2, came out. We had an incredible crowd here at home. It was a really cool way to end it, Thanksgiving week.
They'll need more of that Thursday night behind the arm of redshirt freshman Byron Brown, who has had the first 3,000-yard passing season in program history. The Bulls want to enjoy bowl week, but the objective is clear.
It's the next game. It's the next opportunity. There's obviously a lot of fun things that go with it, but they understand what it is. You're playing an ACC team in your home state. We're going to have an incredible fan support following that goes down there. But they understand what's at stake. We got to go win a football game, and their mindset up until this point has been very much that.
In the way of win number 7 is the Orange from Syracuse, chasing win number 7 themselves, led by interim coach Nunzio Campanelli.
Great opportunity for the young guys to get some work. Great opportunity for Coach Brown to see a bunch of the guys run around and play. You know, that's been a great little bonus. So I think there's a lot of advantages to it. And you know, obviously for older guys, they get another few weeks to play football and 1 more game. So generally, it's all good.
This is a transitional period for the Orange, who will be led by Fran Brown next fall. But this isn't Campanelli's first rodeo as an interim coach, and he's embracing it the same way he did a few years back at Rutgers.
It's been a whirlwind, you know. I mean, just have so much stuff going on, you know, trying to finish the class up, you know, with the 24s and, you know, the first signing period. Obviously, you have all the portal stuff. And then on top of it, we're trying to practice and, you know, build a game plan.
And of course, that's what the Orange have their eyes set on. In it to win it.
Just want to finish strong. And, you know, to be honest, if they're keeping score, we want to win, right? I mean, that's the goal of everything that we do. I mean, we want to be a championship program. So, you know, winning becomes a habit, and we want that to be, you know, a great kickoff to our off season and the way that we're going to train, you know, when we hit the ground running in January.
So, of course, the big question, Theo, is who is going to be celebrating when that clock hits 0 on Thursday night? We actually did you a solid, folks. We brought in a special group of experts to make a game day pick.
Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. You should be as well as you're watching the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl countdown to kickoff.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh,
life, it's joyous and at times challenging.
At Baptist Health, we stand by you with the expertise you need and innovation that makes a difference. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Receive the celebrity treatment when you fly from Palm Beach International Airport directly to LAX. Your California adventure begins with inexpensive parking and one of the fastest TSA checkpoints in the country. You'll be enjoying the Southern California sun with no layover and a stress-free airport experience. PBI is recognized as one of the top 10 airports in the nation. For your convenience, JetBlue is offering daily flights to LA starting December 15th. Palm Beach International Airport, your close and convenient airport.
Products containing lithium batteries need to be disposed of properly. Please don't throw these into the garbage and definitely don't put them into your recycle bins. Do your part and a fire won't start. For disposal locations, visit swa.org/LIB.
Welcome back into the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl countdown to kickoff. Experts all over have been weighing in on who they think will win this year's edition of the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl game. So we decided to go a little bit outside of the box with our expert picks. Kate Shumsland has more.
Hello, intrepid adventurers. Welcome to the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl countdown to kickoff. Kate Shumsland at your service. It is time now for us to head deep into the jungles of Lion Country Safari to see if our furry friends can help us pick this year's winner between the South Florida Bulls and the Syracuse Orange. Remember, the fate of the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl is in their hands.
Finding the right animals to pick the game was no easy task. Zebras and giraffes were not interested in offering their services. Some animals were too focused on enjoying the beautiful South Florida weather. Others were too caught up on what was going to be on the tailgate menu. These guys would probably be a little biased towards the Bulls of South Florida. Our lion friends broke the animals' losing streak a year ago, but this year they couldn't make time for us. We decided that it was time for the rhinos to redeem themselves. After getting the instructions and being reminded of their losing pick from a few years ago, they were ready to make a choice. The decision involved a little trash talking and was even a little exhausting at times. In the end, the Rhinos are letting the world know that the Syracuse Orange will be claiming victory on Thursday night. We will have to tune in to see how they fare.
That is the best.
Hey.
Everything about that. Hey, bravo.
I love
Bravo,
it.
Kate.
I love it. That's better than the game itself, but the game will be great as well. The game is going to be great.
And of course, it will all go down on Thursday night, 8 p.m. primetime at FAU Stadium.
That's right. Syracuse and USF both trying to bring home their first ever Howard Schnellenberger Trophy. For Keely Ferguson, I'm Theo Dorsey. For the rest of the ESPN 106.3 team, we'll see you Thursday night in Boca.
Bye.